Hello guys, and welcome along to another Project Cars video. If you haven't checked out my last couple of videos, be sure to check them out, both in the Formula B cars at Brno and Hockenheim. But here we are again in the Formula Bs at Watkins Glen this time, and what a race we're in for yet again. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic, this racetrack. Fast paced, high speed corners, difficult braking zones, really good for a real fight with the AI. And once again, after, well, a lot of trying to have a clean race off the start line, we eventually got there. And yeah, a great track and great race coming your way. Once again, it's a 12 lap race. The AI is at 90%. We are going to start 15th in the grid. No qualifying, no warm up. We're going to jump straight into it. And yep, same class, 19 other opponents, so including me, that's 20 overall in the racetrack. And again, we're selecting a different car for the event. This time the white, black and red car. I'm not quite sure of its name, but we're going to jump in that car this time round. Again, I'm going to be doing some TV style commentary for you to try and lighten it up a little bit, and I'll be using the Thrustmaster T300 RS steering wheel. I hope you guys enjoy another thrilling race. Hello and welcome along to Watkins Glen for yet another Formula B race. It's the first time Formula B has ever came here, and we're all set for another thrilling Grand Prix. It's a beautiful day, and for the first time this Formula is the main event above IndyCar, who usually come here. The lights are out and we are racing, and Ginger Andy has not had an ideal start off the line. He was slow away, he's dropped down to 16th place off the start line there as the cars go through the first corner, the 90 as it's called, and Patrick Sims running very wide there, and Ginger Andy's going to try and sweep back through. Can he do it in the way up the hill? I think he has there, and he's having a look at another car. Wow, that was close, and through and up into 14th. That was very close. It could have been the end of his race right there. And then as they go down the back straight for the first time out of 12, can he get any closer to the back of Thomas Howland now? They go through the high speed left and right, and there you go, straight past Howland as the cars concertinaed up side by side, and Howland fends him off for the moment as Ginger Andy was making a lot of ground up there, gaining the momentum. And there you go, trying to switch back into this difficult left-hander, still stuck behind Thomas Howland on this opening lap of the Grand Prix. And there's a major slide there, very aggressive slide from Ginger Andy, a very aggressive start to this Grand Prix from Ginger Andy as they go down this second straight on the track, the boot as they call it, and into the heel, and Ginger Andy up the inside into the heel, and he continues his aggressive start to this Grand Prix and moves up into 13th place now on this opening lap as the drivers file their way through the final few corners of this lap. Ginger Andy's made 2 places off the start line so far. Good start from him. Now, how far up into the points can he get this afternoon? Yet another recovery job after a poor qualifying section. Can he get into the toe of the car in front? Lap 1, and Ginger Andy finds himself in 13th. If we go back on board then with Ginger Andy on this second lap of the Grand Prix. Seen a solid start to this race so far, and he's up to 12. We haven't seen that on the camera, but he has gained a place there, has Ginger Andy. Maybe somebody's been in the pits on that on the lap, or somebody's been off the track. I'm not quite sure then as we go into the final corner, and Ginger Andy running very far out there. He's got so much more speed than the car in front, using his push to pass button. You can see the bar going down, and he's going to go up the inside into the first corner. Is he up into 11th? He is up the inside and through with a big kick of oversteer on the exit there, up into 11th place. Ginger Andy's charge up through the field at the start of this race continues from 15th in the grid. He's up to 11th at the beginning of this third lap. How much further up the field can he get in this Grand Prix as we go down this back straight into the high speed left and right again? He closes and nearly finds a way past the man in front of him as they go through this area of track, and Ginger Andy looks so much quicker, tucked right up behind the man in front, looking for a moment to try and get past then into this difficult downhill left-hander. The car understeering wider and wider, and Ginger Andy still trying to find an opening here. And now it's virtually the opposite this time, going into a long right-hander, very similar to the previous corner, just the opposite way around, and through the toe as it's called, and onto the boot, and down the back straight. Ginger Andy tucks out from behind the car and pulls alongside and moves into 10th place. Beautiful stuff. 10th place now for Ginger Andy as he went into the heel, and that's beautiful driving And can he now get onto the next car and maybe get up into 9th place? It's been a very, very storming start from the Scotsman, and he could do with getting on with this Grand Prix. He clearly has a pace advantage over these cars. How far up into the pack can he get as he gets really, really close out behind the car in front, and he's going to pull alongside and surely take 9th place. How close was that coming out of the final corner? Up the inside, can he make it stick? The Scotsman can, and here at Watkins Glen he moves up now into 9th place. It's a beautiful day here for racing, and we are having a real treat here from the drivers, particularly from Ginger Andy, who moves up into 9th place now. Beautiful start to his Grand Prix, 15th to 9th in 4 racing laps. How much further can he climb the field? Back on board with Ginger Andy now, still running in that 9th place as we come to the end of the 4th lap, and look how much he's pushing into that final corner and running it right out towards the barrier. You can see his tyres very, very warm there on the right hand side. Extremely high tyre temperatures. We're hoping he can keep them under control. At the moment he's not doing that, as another big oversteer moment out the first corner. That car seems very unsettled on the exit of the 90. Through the S's then, climbing the hill, and now into the toe of the car in front. And he's going to have a go here. He's going to go through on Martin Pop, and now he needs to try and gauge it. Can he slot between the 2 cars? He can. He slots in just before the difficult high-speed corners, and now he's going up the inside of the next car. That's very, very close. Oh, they almost touch. They almost touch. That was incredibly close, and somehow both drivers get away with it. Ginger Andy understeers wide, and Martin Pop is going to go straight back up the inside and retake 8th place. Wow, what racing this is between these two. That was incredible stuff. He overtook him down the main straight. Martin Pop came back to him a few corners later, while Ginger Andy was too busy looking at the car in front, and Martin Pop is back in front, but for how much longer? Ginger Andy sneaks his nose back up the inside on Martin Pop, but Martin Pop's having none of it, and he pops his car up into 8th place for the moment as they go through this difficult final part of the lap. And Ginger Andy, we've seen that a number of times now, running it out towards the barrier here on this circuit. The only man who's pushing beyond belief here. This is unbelievable. Look at that into the final corner. He's run very, very wide again, nearly up against the barrier, nearly hitting the car in front as they go across the line to begin yet another lap. And Ginger Andy still in 9th place, trying to get past Martin Pop. He's the man who's put up the stiffest competition so far, and it's been thrilling to watch. Up through the S's, flat out once again, and Ginger Andy right in the toe. He's going to go alongside. That's incredibly brave, and he's made it stick. What a move from Ginger Andy, up into 8th place on Martin Pop. That was incredibly close, and that's beautiful, absolutely sensational. The fans in the grandstand are on their feet, and the mechanics in the garage can breathe a sigh. Well, it's been an absolutely fantastic Grand Prix up until now. Is there any more incredible racing to come? Because it's been fantastic between Martin Pop and Ginger Andy in this race up until now. And Ginger Andy now in 8th position, collecting 4 World Championship points, as again he shows his superiority in that final corner. And up to begin the 7th lap, and this should be easy. It should be no bother at all. Up the inside, can he make it stick into the first corner? He does. He surely does, but look, he's coming back at him, hanging it off the racetrack. Surely the stewards will say something about that. And is he going to fend him off? It might not matter, because Ginger Andy on the way up the hill will go through. But that was incredibly aggressive and incredibly, well, rude almost, you could say, to go off the racetrack and try and fend Ginger Andy off. But the Scotsman was having none of it, and he powers up into 7th place. And he can now challenge the cars in front. He's so much quicker at the moment, and already he can see the cars in front of him, 3 of them in fact, and he might be aiming for about 4th place come the end of this race. He's absolutely charging up through the pack at the moment. So Ginger Andy then on the 7th lap. Here he is, look at that, setting quick lap after quick lap, a 29.4, and he's now right with the 6th place, the 5th place and the 4th place men as they go up through the S's yet again. The fastest corners on Watkins Glen circuit. What a set of corners that is. And Ginger Andy looks faster than all of them. He sweeps to the outside, and that's like Premier League against Championship. He shoots through up into 6th place like candy from a baby. And now he'll need to focus on the next 2 cars as he makes yet another beautiful move. So Ginger Andy now looking at 8 World Championship points for that 6th. So then we're riding back over with Ginger Andy, coming through that final corner again, and look at that, running once again up towards the barrier as they cross the line for another lap. A 28.8 this time, a further 5 or 6 tenths shaved off this quickest lap of the Grand Prix, and he's now right with the 5th place man then as they go up the hill. Can Ginger Andy get into a position to overtake as they go climbing up through the gears, up through the S's at high speed? And it's again another huge slipstream, and it's another easy place surely up into 5th position. He does move through into 5th place as they go through the high speed left, right, and now he's going to go straight through again, is he? He's not messing about, he's going to try and go up the inside on Michael John Ovariak. That's incredibly close, and he's going to go round the outside now. Ovariak is going to have none of that, and he'll come straight back on the exit. They touch, they make contact there. This is an incredible fight. Ovariak against Ginger Andy through the toe now, and still side by side. Look at this, what a fight for 4th position. Ginger Andy wants the podium here today. He needs to get on with it. He's not going to mess about. Up the inside, makes it stick, and he's got 3 laps now to get up into the podium places. That was fantastic racing between those two there. Ovariak didn't want to give it up, but in the end he was forced to by the raging and charging Scotsman, who continues to charge his way up through the field, carving his way through like a knife through butter. Absolutely incredible stuff from the Scotsman, and he's now crossing the line. A poor lap there, 29.7. He needs to put in the laps of his life, finish on the podium here today and taste that champagne. So we ride on board with Ginger Andy on the 12th lap. Look at those lap times in the top right hand corner, 28.2, 28.4, remarkably quicker than his previous laps while he was fighting. But it just looks, look at that, another quick sector time, but it's surely too little, too late to taste the champagne on this final lap. Hugh Crummond looks safe in that 3rd position as they go up through the hill for the final time into the final few corners in a moment, and Ginger Andy gets up against the barrier. He's pushing way too hard now. Surely he's got to give it up as they go through the final 2 corners then into the final one now, and it's a fantastic drive from 15th in the grid to come home 4th for Ginger Andy. What a Grand Prix that was. Some incredible side-by-side action throughout that Grand Prix, and in the end it's only 4th for Ginger Andy, just off the podium. He made an incredible charge at the end of the Grand Prix to try and hunt down the podium places. It just wasn't to be, and in the end he comes up just short of a taste of the champagne here at Watkins Glen in the first ever Formula B race here. What a show it's been. I'm sure they'll come back next year for another thrilling race. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that yet again. Another bit of TV style commentary for you guys. Be sure to check out my previous videos if you haven't seen them, at Brno and at Hockenheim. But maybe next time we'll try something different, maybe different cars, obviously at a different racetrack. Let me know what you want to see in the comments. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time.